This is just going to be a quick get ready with me because I need to film some stuff and I'm always filming, I feel like, with no makeup on. So I'm just going to do a quickie start to finish eye look, starting with my brows, what's left of them at least. So I'm going to use my brow sludge box. And actually, I'm kind of thinking of using, oh my god, why can't I see today? Green. Which one's the green one? Why can't I see? The green one. To do my brows today, because I think, why not? That's kind of fun, right? Haven't done that ever. Maybe I have, but whatever. I'm just going to do a thin brow moment. That's kind of the mood I've been in, is thin eyebrows. Let's see. The kind of chola vibe, I guess. Like 20s. And I think green is fun, right? It's different. It's been a while since I've done colored brows. I'm kind of in the mood for green makeup, so I do like these brow sludges. I've been using them now for a hot minute since I've ordered them from the TikTok shop, and the formula's nice. They're very creamy. Honestly, the color cases are what kind of got me more interested in using other products by Made by Mitchell. I think he has decent products for the money. And that's the thing. Once they set, they're kind of in place. So I gotta work quick. Shoot, it's set. What I'm using is the shade Forest Elf, which it's like a very, very dark forest green with a bluish undertone in it to create the brow shape. It's giving sisters, right? I mean, sure, not twins, but sisters. So I'm gonna prime, where's my eye primer? I'm gonna prime my eyelids. And it's the same story as always. I don't know where I'm going with this. So it's gonna be an adventure to find out, but it's a fun adventure to be creative, right? So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and buff the eyeshadow primer into my eye and make sure it's evenly dispersed nicely all over the eyes. I know, I'm telling you something totally new that you've never heard before. And I'm thinking not necessarily mossy or swampy, but I am going to use my Swamp of Sorrows palette, and I'm kind of thinking Solitude and Serpents are going to be the colors I'm using, as well as my Kristen Lee. There's a couple of the eyeshadows here, plus these shimmers. I'm definitely going to be using those because they're gorgeous. You know what? I'm going to go in with Patano. I said this wasn't going to be swampy, and then the first thing I did is dip into a mossy green eyeshadow, but whatever. So I'm going to go into this inner corner sector of my eye right here, and it's kind of creating like a contour shape in the inner corner of my eye. Actually, I like that. Okay, I'm not disappointed anymore. I'm happy I did that. So just building it up and buffing it out. I do want the shadow to go into the, yeah, like that, into the brow, like so. That is a part of the goal here. What I actually think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that Forest Elf color on a angled brush, and I'm just going to stamp a wing and match it to my crease. Yeah, exactly like that. And then kind of fill in the holes here a little bit. I just like showing how versatile the cream products actually are, because I feel like cream gets slept on a lot. I'm just going to kind of buff a little bit with a small fluffy brush before they set, because that's like the big thing here is once they set, you're stuck, you know? So I want to buff these edges a little bit. And if you have if you struggle with buffing creams, you can use stippling motions, like patting or pressing motions, and then do some swiping motions, and that will help with the blending of the eyeshadows. And I kind of want to flatten it a little bit. Yeah, like so. Yeah, exactly like that. So we're following the natural curve of where the lower lash line ends, creating that straight line. I followed where my crease is and just went up slightly above to get that blend. And then I'm just kind of blending it there. And then I'm going to go into my color case. So the colorful one. And I'm going to pick up this greenish color here. So, and I'm going to use a pencil brush because I want more precision, and always cover your creams when you're done. So I'm going to pop that on the lid just to get a brighter tone, because essentially I want to lay down some fun shimmers, but I want the green to kind of show through. And then you just buff the edges, buff, buff, buff. And then go back in with Patano and just buff the edges some more. Make them nice and soft. I feel like this is a really easy eye look. I'm gonna be honest. You just have to be good at drawing a straight line or knowing how to clean up your mistakes, which is, again, pretty easy. It's looking fierce. And then the last step is I'm gonna go in with Penumbra. This one right here, Penumbra. And I'm just going to kind of darken up this outer corner a touch. I'm going to create like an outer smoky cat eye moment. Like so. And I'm just going through making sure everything's blended well, that there's no like hard lines happening, and I'm just kind of tight lining, but not really, because I'm not going up under. I'm just making sure I'm stamping this dark blue eyeshadow directly along the lash line, just to give me more dimension and depth. Definition? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Definition. I'm gonna clean up this outer edge with a makeup wipe. You can use a Q-tip and micellar water if that's what you have. I just have this makeup wipe. I clean up the bottom. What do we think? Not quite done yet though. I'm kind of living for this shadow in the brow bone thing situation. So I kind of want to put this mustard yellow up there. This shade called Enlightenment. That looks like a lot of fun. So I'm gonna take a flat domed eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna like ever so lightly put that up there, right under the brow bone. Yeah, I like that, that's cute. Now to do bottom lash line or not, and I kind of want to do the bottom lash line. I just want drama. I'm in the mood for some drama. My God, I have so much stuff in front of me that I can't even see what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to apply my eyeshadow primer at the bottom, and I'm gonna buff that out. Like so. And I'm gonna take that brow sludge and I'm going to create like a line at the bottom, but I'm not gonna connect it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. So I'm gonna create like a subtle droop, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Just follow. And instead of following all the lashes in, I'm gonna follow the lash and go down a little bit. Kind of like sad eyes almost, but not quite. It's just kind of graphic. It's kind of different. I'm in the mood for something different. I'm trying to prevent this from turning into another halo eye. Okay. So all right, so I have the shape. Now I'm going to go in with that green color case paint in the shade Keeping It Teal. And I'm just going to kind of buff it into this line that I've created. It's pretty cute. I like that. Beautiful, gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to go in with Patano on the inner corner, kind of wrapping it around right here, right there. I'm not going to bring it all the way. I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it right here on this inner corner, right there. And then I'm just going to kind of clean up the line so it's sharp. I want sharp lines happening in this general area. I want those to be sharp, like so. What do we think so far? Now, I'm kind of torn. I have a lot of options in front of me, but I definitely want to use some of these colors. They're gorgeous. They're by Kristen Lay Cosmetics. It's a small indie brand. And I kind of want to use this. Oh my God. This one's Guava Twist. And I kind of want to use that. Oh my God. There's a couple others in here. There's too many in here that I want to use. So I'm thinking Guava Twist on the inner corner mixed with another one. So I just swatched this one right here. I'm gonna put that next to Guava Twist. Okay, I'm gonna swatch this gold one, this green one, and this teal one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 is this blue one. So this one is 4. Why is this so hard? But then, folks, there's this white one and this pink one. Okay? The white and the pink one. So this is the white one and this is the pink one. I kind of want to use that white one and Guava Twist. But Guava Twist is being outshined. You know what? The white one and the pink one. I feel like my life depends on this choice and it's ridiculous. You know what? I'm gonna do this one and the white one. Whatever this one is, I'm scared because I can't get it out. Feisty. Okay, so we're gonna use Feisty and whatever this white one is, Manic. So Feisty and Manic is what we're gonna use. Oh, they're so pretty. Cover me in it. I'm gonna do Feisty right over the inner corner of the green. Right over that. I'm just gonna kind of build it up. Ooh. That's so pretty. It's stunning. I almost don't want to add anything else. I'm shocked about how that color actually looks over the green. That's insane. Okay, so Feisty. This is very gorgeous. Very gorgeous. Next is Manic, and I'm just gonna layer that on the inner corner, like so. The very, very inner corner. That's very pretty. Do I want more is the question. I kind of want to put Guava Twist over the brow bone. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. That, can you see it? Over the yellow. I hope the camera, I can't tell in the viewfinder. Do you see it? I'm gonna do the other eye and then I will come back with the finished eyes. All right, guys, this is gonna be the finished look. All I did off camera was just add a little bit of that penumbra shade to darken the line because I forgot to do that because I wanted a little bit more uniform, like unity or more of a uniform look. I cleaned up my edges with my foundation and then I just did my complexion so you can see that I have a full beat on. I added some fun bottom lashes and I kind of gave it like a gal or like Gyaru style bottom lash look. By no means is this Gyaru makeup, but it's just like inspired by, I just wanted to try something a little bit different. I didn't want to do another halo eye. So this is gonna be my kind of goth inspired, a little bit gyaru, but also very sultry eye look using some of my newer products and mostly all indie brands for the most part, small businesses. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.